Hello, PCs and NPCs! Welcome to the Sorcerer version 24 against the version 2014. I want to see what's new about the Sorcerer. Sorcerer has always been a hard-hitting class. Not a lot of spell options, a lot of spell pain. The Sorcerer was a very good class to play normal. It was good to play the Sorlock. A Sorcerer Bard was also quite good. The Sorcerer was a very good class in itself. It was a very good multi-classer. And I would say if it needed any changes, would be a little bit more spell options would be nice. And maybe a few more flavors depending on the sorcerer you picked. But let's see what the class brings. More spells! Yay! Sorcerers can prepare more spells than they could learn before, and they can switch one cantrip when you level up. Innate sorcery. As a bonus action, to search a power for 1 minute. What do they mean with that? You can use during that time, your spell save DC for sorcerer spells increased by 1, and you have advantage on attack rolls for sorcerer spells. You can use this feature twice per long rest. Ooh. A high spell DC is interesting, and have an advantage on sorcerer rolls. Ooh, that's nice. That is going for hard hitting spells there. That is really good. Wow. Okay. Interesting. That's very, very interesting. And 2 uses means it's not too much. It's only 1 minute, so it will count when it needs to count. That means you'll probably be left with 1 at the end of the session because you don't want to use them up. I think that's really interesting. It's something that the sorcerer did not have, and it's something that will help a lot. Okay, now the meta magic at level 2 instead of 3. That's an amazing change. This gives a lot more flavor to your sorcerer at first.
The king of flavor.
Meta magic selection can now be changed when you level up. Also a very good one. Some meta magics have been tweaked. We'll go over them then and learn about more options. Alright, let's go over their meta magics. Level 2 instead of 3. Very good. 2 options extra at level 10 and 17 instead of 1 options. So you can also change. That is good because then depending on which spells you have, you might want to try out what works best for you. If it turns out that you really enjoy detect thoughts, you'll want subtle spell. If you really prefer to blast, you'll want the careful spell. Or the twin spell if you don't want to do AoE. So this will really depend on how your character evolves in the campaign. So 6 of the 10s are tweaked. I do not see the other ones, so let's go over the normal one. Careful spell. Active for taking half damage on a successful save. Okay. Extended spell you can now also have advantage on saving throws made to maintain concentrations on spells affected by this meta magic. Extended spells is for the duration of the spell, which means that you have advantage to maintain your concentration. Okay, that's a nice little boon. That's good. Heightened spell costs 2 instead of 3. That is very well. Now all effects also subsequent saves a target makes against the heightened spell. So that means not just the initial save, but also the save that comes after it. Ooh, indeed. For a slower of a hold person, this is very well. And since it's 2 points, this is one hell of an upgrade. I think this is one of the better upgrades. Yeah, that's really good. Seeking spell costs 1 instead of 2. I have never actually used Seeking. Okay, set a spell now allows you to take non-material components as well, as long as the components do not have a cost specification and not consume a spell. This means that you cannot use it to not have to pay the cost of 300 diamonds for the Revivify. But for example, if you need an owl feather, you don't no longer need an owl feather. Okay. Not bad, but to be honest, material components usually were not needed because of the fact that most people played with spell focus and not with a component pouch. So Nice, but don't understand why. Okay, then twin spells applies to spells that can be upcasted to target an additional creature, such as banishments. Increasing the spell effectiveness level by 1. It also costs only 1 sorcery points. Oh, okay. So it means that you upcast the twin spell now also automatically upcasts your spell. Oh no, wait, I'm wrong. I'm completely wrong. So the twins spell applies to spell that can be upcasted to target an additional creature. But if you cannot target another creature because you don't have the spell slot, you can just pay the 1 sorcery point to twin it. It's still the level you cast it at, but you'll twin it. Okay, so you're not upcasting the spell as a stronger spell. You're basically okay. That's an entirely different story. Okay. All right. Your subclass is only at level 3 instead of level 1. Why? The entire thing is that a sorcerer, the sorcerer is not a wizard that learns. The sorcerer is a being that is connected by blood, by your subclass. We'll go over the subclasses later. Sorcerer's Restoration, regain expanded sorcery points equal to half your sorcery level after a short rest, once per day. So you regain your sorcery points. Okay. At level 5, nice. I mean, half your sorcerer level. So it helps a little bit. It's really, that's good. Sorcery Incarnate, regain use of innate sorcery by spending 2 sorcery points. Innate sorcery is the buff. While active, innate sorcery allows you to use 2 meta magic options on every spell. So you can upgrade a meta magic to having 2 spells. Because, for example, you could not extend it and heighten it, which was a little bit stupid. But I mean, if you put it at a level 7 upgrade, yeah, that's a lot of campaigns easily go to level 7. Epic boon feat, boon of dimensional travel. Let me guess. Teleport. And then key and means left to take an attack or magic action, you can teleport! Yay! Another class of teleport. And this one is at level 19. Woo! All the other ones can do it way before you. She can do it after every magic or attack action. Why this obsession with teleport? Then have a class that can teleport other people, the mastermind or the tactician that can teleport characters like a chessboard. Which I mean, I had a character that got feet like that. I could teleport my party members. It costed me all the movements that I didn't use. I could, as long as it didn't go into dash, I could use to teleport something. So if I had a movement speed of 30, then I could use teleport someone up to 30 or 2 people to 15. That wasn't said, but that was, oh my god! And at level, it's every attack or magic action. Alright. Arcane Apotheosis. Well, active in it, our sorcery allows you to use 1 meta magic options for free each turn. Okay. Yeah, it's level 19, it's level 20. You can be a little bit overpowered then. I mean, let's continue with the different sorcery options. A Borrowed Mind. Psychic spells no longer replaced with divination or enchantment spell from the sorcerer, warlock, or wizard spell list. Oh, that's too bad. Telepathic speech is more resilient. It does not drop if you're incapacitated or dead.
Filth, why don't you just die?
So wait. When you're dead, you can still talk to people in their heads. Wow. How useless. Incapacitated. Sure, I can understand, but what? Why? Okay. Are you sure it's not Ghost Mind? Okay. Sorcery no longer affects material components that have a specific cost. Okay. The Borrowed Mind is very good in itself. I'm playing it right now. It is quite good. The telepathic speech is incredibly useful to contact your enemy, to contact your party and other NPCs. It's very interesting. Clockwork Sorcery underwent only 2 changes. No longer be replaced by Abjuration and Transmutation magic. Restore balance is now tied to your charisma modifier instead of your proficiency bonus. Alright, it's always good to go with your charisma modifier or a modifier instead of a proficiency bonus, because it will not have the same +6 at the end, but it will level up a lot faster. And it will also start a lot higher, which means you'll be able to use it a lot better at early levels. Draconic Sorcery has significantly improved. New spells, a more dragon-like feature. You gain 10 additional spells as you level up. Wow, Jesus. Included Command, Fear, Charmancer, and Legend Lore. Ooh, Legend Lore. Really fun spell. Not fun for the DM, but really fun spell. It's not fun for the DM, but it is fun when you're, I'm a lore-heavy DM, so I really like that. But you have DMs, and to all their own, but if you have a dungeon delver DM that is very good at encounters and creating dungeons, the last thing usually they want, I'm just speaking generally, they are, I'm wrong sometimes, the last thing they want to do is give a page explanation about a special item or a random door that they found.
It's not a door. It's a thing of evil.
Because they want to know the legend of how it was made. I mean, I don't mind. I like that, but I know there are DMs who, I mean, they would ChatGPT the shit out of this just because they don't want to do this. ChatGPT is your friend, DMs. If you really don't know anything, just ask something. It helps. Draconic Resilience, new AC calculation includes your charisma, so 10 plus dex plus charisma. Ooh, that is one hell of an upgrade, because dex and charisma will usually be your biggest ones. So I think if you have a +5 charisma, 15, you could easily go to I think, let's say that you'll have a plus 16, 17, no, sorry, 17, 18 at high level. That is good. You don't need a 20, 18 is good. You're not a tank, but it's really nice. And a dragon companion. Ooh, a cast summon dragon. Ooh, nice. Once per day, without using spell slots, component, and concentration. Ooh, that's cool. He needed a little bit of an upgrade, and that's good upgrade. That's really nice. The Wild Magic Sorcerer. Okay, the Wild Sorcery was both awesome and both dangerous. Just because everyone was always afraid of you rolling on the table and having the fireball one. But it was so good because of the fact that you could gain advantage easily. Alright, Wild Magic Surge is now triggered on a 20 instead of a 1. Okay. So on a crit. Okay. And the Wild Magic Searcher has been reorganized, but its effects are all familiar. The Wild Magic Search table itself has undergone quite a makeover, organizing similar effects into their own mini rollable tables. Don't worry, you can still be transformed into a poly plant. Okay. All in all, I like the changes to the subclasses. The subclasses, the Aberrant Mind, Clockwork did not really need to change. Sorcery desperately needed one, got one. Wild Magic Search needed a little bit of tweaks to be able to enjoy a little bit more, because it was not a bad one, but the fact that you could fireball yourself is why parties did not like a Wild Magic Sorcerer around. I think the epic boon of level 19 is, first off, everyone can teleport except you, but you can do it at level 19, so sure, I guess you're late to the party. You can do it better, but you're late to the party. But I think the other changes are all very nice and very well done. The meta magic is good. The twin spell is the only place where I'm a little bit skeptic about. Even though now that I reread it, it's definitely not as upcasting it and changing, but just a spell that you can upcast. But it will, I hope I'm right, because the way it's written is now very dubious. But anyway, I would say thank you so much for listening in. I would say like, share, and subscribe. Feel free to comment below. Thank you so much. I would say good luck, ramble on, and have a nice day.